Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the man taking number 3 overall back in 2008. It's their now veteran quarterback, Matt Ryan.
And at times, it's hard for me to believe I'm saying veteran Matt Ryan. Still remember him coming out of Boston College, full of enthusiasm, mastered their 2-minute drill in his first OTA. What a player.
Ready to go.
Space to maneuver at the 40. 33 yards that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
From the 36, Ryan. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Ready. 25. A gain of 10 yards. 53. Check 53.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. He was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Eagles under fourth-year head coach Doug Peterson. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, that guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
From the 29, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And shutting him off, now open field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's now 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
58, right over there. 7 yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third and goal, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It does
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Wilson. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. He's got Sanu. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. 12 more yards there and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
That's it, baby.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Check in, 2, 2. Single.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Wilson now. Pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but holding the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already. And that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
One tight end. Everyone's got four down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you.
They go play action with Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
On 2nd and 1, Ryan and Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Now a delayed give to Gore. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again. Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a corner.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Frank Gore, his first touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Gordon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ryan. He's got Gore. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gore. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That second down play nets a -4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Mike 5-4. Watch the pass. Check. Fresno.
On third down, they'll run with Gore. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 41, Wilson, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes left side. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Eagles 31. Falcons.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Set to kick off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over first down.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A big play that time on the catch and run. 41 yards.
We got this.
Now Ryan on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. On first down, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Ryan, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Crowder's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson connects it to Roberts, right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
First down, Eagles.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Left side caught by Diggs. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Man open left side is Brown. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score would stay right where it is. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so,
Pass
right?
interference.
Sometimes
Defense.
it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field. Congratulations to them.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.